You look happy. How is it to be back?
Oh, I'm thankful to be here. It's been a while since I've been back. I think I came for a playoff game, and I can't even remember, but it's been a while. The energy is different. The stadium looks different. It's really cool. I was asking them why we didn't have all this cool stuff when I was here.
Do you still watch the games? Do you listen to Vassay's post-game show?
I can't listen to Vassay. His
You
show is terrible, man. That's my brother for life, man. We talk all the time. I still got friends that play here. Freddie's here now. Mookie and Kershaw and Kike. So I still have guys who are here that I know really well, play with, and I'm always watching them. I get alerts on my phone when they do something good or bad, so I can't not watch.
What do you like? How do you spend your days now? What's life like?
I'm just trying to figure that out. No, just golf and just business stuff, and just trying to figure out what's next.
Are you playing enough golf to be good now?
I'm good enough, but I still got work to do. That's why you have to play every day.
Are you bored right now?
Am I bored?
Yeah.
No, I'm never bored. I have a 3-year-old, so I can't be bored. So yeah, that's impossible.
Okay, so you go to the golf course.
Yeah, I go to the golf course to get away from her.
What's your 3-year-old's name?
Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler Marie Kemp.
Matt, when you look back on your time here, the ups, the downs, everything, so how do you kind of assess it all, big picture?
I'm grateful to be able to put this jersey on. This jersey is special. Every time we were at a luncheon yesterday, and all the older guys, which I'm one of those old guys now, but the older ones, before me, we're talking about how special it is to put on this jersey, and how they become a great player, a more great player wearing this jersey, and I can kind of see how that is going. Getting traded to San Diego, and then Atlanta, then coming back to LA, and the season that I had, it's just different. It's a different energy here. It's just something that you can't really explain. But it's just great to be back, and I'm gonna sign this 1-day contract. I'm gonna make them put me in a lineup at least for 1 at bat, so I can get at bat so I can see if I can do it. I'll probably strike out.
Can you play the outfield still?
No, I'll probably pop a hammy or something, or an Achilles. It wouldn't be good at all.
Matt, do you have a favorite moment of your time with the Dodgers?
I have a few, but I would say 2018. We had talked about this. 2018 coming back, and just being in the opening day lineup, not thinking I don't think it's not really something that people do, is go to a team for so long and then come back. You're starting to see it a little bit now, but before it wasn't very, very popular thing to do. But just coming back and being an opening day lineup and going on that run that we did in 2018.
And Matt, where does today rank as far as your career highlights?
It's definitely up there to have my whole family here and to have everybody that I've known. It's still a lot of familiar faces still here, and as far as telling some of the guys down to the janitors, to the elevator people, the chefs, everybody's still here, and I don't think they really understand how important it is for them to do what they do for us. That makes our lives easier. The clubhouse guys, there's just a lot of familiar faces, and just to come back to see this and feel the energy, I feel like, I don't know, what does this stadium hold now? It's got to hold more than before.
I think it holds less, technically. I think technically it holds less, right?
It's the same or less?
I think it's less.
I'm sorry, I didn't do my homework.
455.
You should know. It's less?
Yeah.
Well, it feels different. It feels cool.
And you were one of the big foundational players in 2013-14 as far as starting this run of 11 straight consecutive postseason appearances for this franchise. How much pride are you taking just kind of being one of those foundational players, and what's the biggest difference in this organization now from when you were here?
It's cool to be one of those foundational players, but I really wish we would have won a World Series here. I'm kind of jealous of the guys, just a little bit, but like I said, I'm grateful that I was able to meet a lot of great people. Maury Wells, Don Newcomb, Gene Klein, George Hendricks, Terry Collins. There's a lot of guys that helped me, taught me about the Dodger way in the minor leagues and helped me become the baseball player I was and even the man I am. So just grateful for the organization to, you know, in the minor leagues, Dodger minor leagues are different. Like, you got guys down there that, you know, really like teach. And one of the cool things about being in LA is they made you learn the history of LA and who came before us. And just grateful to know those guys. And, you know, I miss some of those guys who aren't here with us now. Tommy, I met Tommy in 2007 in Columbus, Georgia. And he was screaming at me, and I was like, y'all told me he was nuts, but I didn't know he was like this. But he was like, you better hit a effing home run today. And I literally hit a home run that day. He thought he's the one Tommy was a pitcher. But he taught me, but he was telling me about it. He's like, you gotta do this. And I'm like, Tommy, you pitch. He's like, but I know how to hit. And I hit a home run that day. So, and every time I saw Tommy, he would tell me that story, and I'm like, I remember. He's gonna make you remember those stories.
Matt, a couple of us were talking in the clubhouse about Davey Lopes, you know, and how he came in.
Yeah.
Right before your big years.
Yeah.
How important was he, you know, not just in teaching you the game, but also maybe helping you kind of get over, you know, some of those conflicts that maybe you had earlier in your career?
What conflicts you talking about?
You know,
See, I told you you're a troublemaker, man. I'm just playing. I want to know what conflict.
well, like with some of the coaches, right? I mean, you guys.
Oh yeah, well, so Davey was an intricate part of like making me the baseball player I was. I remember one day I was sitting. This was 2011, beginning of the season. I was sitting in my locker. I had already got my work done, and I was just on my phone. I don't know if I was texting somebody or looking at social media or whatnot, but he just comes in, walks behind me, and he just starts cussing me out. And I'm like, we had a relationship where he could do that, but he's like, that's your problem. He's like, you're on that phone. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I already got my work done. He's like, no. He's like, you need to be more of a student of the game, and we need to go in here and break this down and do this and do that. And it's just little things like that I literally, like, that day put my phone down, and I was like, be scared to even get on my phone in the clubhouse when he was around. But he just helped me. He was, you know, I had to be coached hard, and like, he was somebody that I built a relationship with, and we were really close. And I mean, he helped me in a lot of different ways, and I definitely give him a lot of the tip my hat to him as far as helping me in that 2011, and even when he just got here, and just being the teacher that he was. Very grateful for him.
When was the last time you talked to him?
It's been a while. I haven't been able to talk to him, but you know, I love him. He's one of the reasons why I had the career that I had, and I'm very grateful for him.
How much do you miss it? Like, just being
I'm always gonna miss it. I mean, just imagine playing baseball when you started like 4 years old, and then of course you can always go out there and play baseball, but it's just never the same. I'm not gonna go out and I'm not gonna join a Sunday league and go play in some games. No, I can't do that. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. But you know, for a couple years it was hard. It would be hard to cut. That's why I wouldn't come around, because I missed baseball. You know, it's part of your life, but you learn how to move on from that, turn the page, and figure out what's next.
Does it feel like a long time ago?
No, not really. Yeah, it does. It feels like a long time, but I don't know. Every day is different.
do you watch baseball now? Right?
Yeah, I watch baseball. I do.
Who are like your favorite players to watch right now?
I mean, there's a lot of different guys. Of course, you know, Freddie is my favorite. I play with him in Atlanta, and he's here now. He's one of my favorite players. Of course, Mookie, Ohtani. I mean, I can name all the Dodger players that are my favorite. But then you got like the Acunas and the Soto. I mean, it's just a lot of young, great talent here, and it's like baseball is just on another level now.
You know, obviously back when you played, kind of the concept of a two-way player didn't exist. I mean, you think you might have been able to pitch if you had?
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't have want to do that. If I got hurt being an outfielder, I definitely would have got hurt being a pitcher and an outfielder. That'd be rough. I'd be blowing out every other day.
Matt, what was the highlight beat around all the different generations yesterday?
Say that again now.
What was the highlight beat around all the different generations yesterday?
I mean, all of it was a highlight. To be able to be in that room. The only thing for me, I was talking to Karos, and I was like, is this what it feels like to be one of those old guys now? I was like, because when we were on the field, we would be like, they would have all these different ceremonies. We'd be like, hey, hurry up, we got a game to play. Now I'm that old guy, so he's like, yeah, get used to it. He's like, it's over, bro. But nah, I mean, that's the cool thing about, you know, playing for LA is the history of it. And, you know, you walk around here like me sitting down with Sandy yesterday and just talking to him, and, you know, he's a really quiet guy, but I don't know, for some reason he always opens up to me, and we always have really good conversations. And I remember one time I asked one of the clubhouse guys to get a Sandy jersey signed for me. Like, bro, he's not gonna do it, dog. He's just quiet. He doesn't want to be like the main attraction. He would never come to spring training or anything like that. But I went up to him. I'm gonna go up to him and ask him, and he signed my jersey. And we've always been cool. He taught me how to throw harder from the outfield with my slot. It's just you can't make some of this stuff up. Being around all these guys, and even in the minor leagues, they brought those guys around. There's not a lot of teams that have that information with, you know, people, and it's just a special place to be.
What does it mean to you to have, you know, Matt Kemp Day? I'm just here to understand.
Oh, I don't know yet. I guess we'll see when I go out there, but I just don't want to cry or something. So I'm gonna wear glasses so you won't even know if I'm crying.
Have you seen the bobblehead yet?
I have. I signed a few. Huh?
Do you like it?
Oh yeah, I love the finish high. Let it fly.
Matt, when Andre had that retirement thingy here,
Yeah.
you were here.
Yeah.
And I asked about what was your favorite moment with Matt.
Yeah.
How about you now with Andre?
Well, me and Andre first met. It was crazy how our relationship began. We had a relationship in the fall league, and he was with the Oakland at the time, and we were teammates. We won the Arizona Fall League championship, and you know, he was doing really good. And then after we won that, he ended up getting traded to the Dodgers, and then we just built this relationship. But I mean, there's so many different moments that I really can't just pick one, because we were like at the height of our career together, and we did so many special things together. And now we're just got kids and we're old, and we just can reminisce and look at this next generation of baseball players to come and just kind of see who we might have been better than or who's better than us.
Did you talk to him?
Oh yeah, well I saw him yesterday, and then we talked. He's trying to get me to go fly fishing. This is when you know you're getting old. He's like, hey, let's go to Montana and fly fish. And like I'm like, all right, cool. I like to fish, but fly fishing is hard. That's just a different animal. So yeah, where it used to be like when you were younger, you go to like the beaches and different things. Now we're going to like Montana and Idaho and some of these like beautiful places, but you just know it's just pretty cool to do that with him still.
Matt, was it a hard decision to like make the final like I'm retired call?
Yeah, that's why it took so long.
Yeah.
Because I think, you know, you want to retire on your own. You want to do it the way you want to do it, but I mean, a lot, especially now the way the game is now, they kind of, I don't know if they necessarily make you retire, but they kind of be like, nah, we're good. We're gonna go with this young guy, which I get. But of course, I had different plans, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm just grateful. I mean, I'm blessed to even, for you to even play like 1 year in the big leagues, let alone 15, is a blessing. So I got to live out my dream and do what I needed to do.
Matt, you mentioned a lot about this organization teaches you history, knowing the history.
Mm-hmm.
This is the organization that broke the color barrier.
Yeah.
You mentioned guys like Don Newcomb,
Yeah.
Maury Wills.
Yeah.
How important was for you the community aspect while you were playing? There's kids who look up and say,
Yeah.
hey, I can play baseball because Matt Kemp.
The crazy thing is, I didn't really realize how like unbelievable like everything we were doing like in the community and all those different, until I like kind of retired. When you're playing, like, or I think this is with any like job or anything that's just going fast all the time. Like, you know, in baseball you have to like, you're playing every day, so I might go to the hospital and visit some kids, and then we're playing a game, and then the next day I might go. So it just keeps going. So you don't really get to like sit down and reflect on everything that you did throughout your career until it's kind of like done. And I've been able to do that. I'm like, dang. Even to this day, I get like DMs like, man, you're the one that got me to like the Dodgers, or you're the reason why I started doing this or that. And I'm just like, I didn't even know I had that effect on certain people. So it's kind of cool to see it, but I think I could have did a better job of living in the moment and like really like being in those moments. But it's just hard when you gotta play baseball every single day. It's really hard. But it's special to, like I said, to be in a Dodger uniform, and I'm sure they're doing so many more special things, you know, now that it's probably even more than we did when we were here, so it's cool.
What was it like seeing Clayton after so many years of playing with him? And are you surprised he's still going?
Oh, I'm definitely not surprised. I don't think people understand how hard like Clayton works, and you know, to be able, what is he, is this year 15? 17? Oh, my bad, Clayton. You got me beat. No, 17 years. I mean, just coming up, his attention to detail, and you know, Clayton gets a lot of hate for, you know, maybe not performing in the playoffs, but I mean, this dude is like, from on the field to off the field, like he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's won multiple Cy Youngs. He's won MVP. He's done all these different things. This dude's a special cat, like family man. Like you won't meet anybody like Clayton. Like if I had a son, I would want him to be like Clayton Kershaw, because he's just he's a great dude, and he works his butt off, and I'm just thankful for those guys.
You saw him obviously when he used to throw it really hard, and now he, you know, a little slower, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are you amazed at all? Like, how's he getting people out?
Nah, the thing is he knows how to pitch. Like, it's like Greinke. Greinke, when he first came up, he was throwing 98, 99. But, I mean, if you can hit spots, I mean, look at like Greg Maddox. Like, Greg Maddox pitched for 90 years. And I think his last season, he might have been topping out at like 83, 84. But, you know, a lot of guys now, they throw really hard. But these guys back then, I'm not like hating on the younger guys. These guys throw hard, like it's nuts. But like these older guys, they know how to hit spots. They know where to put pitches. It's not how hard you throw. It's like how you hit your spots and mix up your pitches. And Clayton's able to do that. He still has a really good curveball that can throw you off of an 88, 89, 90 mile an hour fastball. I mean, I don't know what he topped out at his first start, but I'm sure it's not 98. But this dude's numbers don't lie. Like, if you can pitch, you can pitch. It doesn't matter how hard you throw.
How do you think you would have done in this type of era where everybody's like throwing 100?
I mean, I don't really know the numbers of like velo, but I never had trouble with velo. I had trouble with guys who just knew how to pitch. Like, it's more of it's a chess game. So like, if you're gonna try to blow a fastball by me, I'm probably gonna get you. But if you throw me a 3-0 slider and then come back with some other stuff, it's just, the game's just different. You know, guys are throwing harder, but the only thing with guys throwing harder, they're getting hurt a lot more. So if you look at like Clayton, yeah, Clayton's has some like back issues, but 17 years, it's gonna be hard for guys to throw 100 miles an hour and play 17 years in the big league, because your body, unless you're Ohtani, your body's gonna break down. Ohtani's a different cat.
He's had 2 of these.
Yeah, but he's still hitting bombs. Oh, I can't pitch. All right, I'm gonna hit 50. I can't throw 100.
2-0-1, you hit 39 home runs, 40 stolen bases.
Yes.
And Ohtani is getting close to 40-40. How difficult it is, and
it's very difficult, but I think he's gonna be able to do it. How many stolen bases does he have now? 35? 32? Oh, he's got that easy. That's gonna be easy. He'll be a 40 guy. He'll beat me because he's got 35 now home runs, and it's not even September.
Do you ever wish, because that year that you almost got there, right? Did you guys play 161?
Yeah, we missed it. Oh, we played 162. I was hot at the end. I would have hit a home run, but it didn't happen. So it is what it is. No, Ohtani's special. It's special what Ohtani's doing. I mean, nobody's ever seen anything like that. But to be able to have Tommy, I think as a position player or a hitter, if you get hurt as a position player or a hitter or a pitcher, like, you don't really get to like bring value to your team. But if I get hurt being a pitcher, I can go be a hitter and bring just as much value. He's one. He's different. Yeah, he's different. I gotta get a jersey signed by him, so yeah, I have to. Is that it?
Thanks, man.
You guys are easy. Thank you.